a former actor who repeatedly punched his elderly mother as she lay in bed, sobbed as he was jailed for nearly 4 years. Joshua Malin, 34, who appeared in EastEnders as a camcorder lad when he was a teenager in 2003 and in The Bill as Jimmy DaCosta in 2006, assaulted his mother Diana, 71, at her home in March this year, repeatedly punching her in the face. But Mrs. Malin, who sustained a bruise to her eye socket and to her knee in the horrific attack, broke down in tears in the well of the court as her only child was jailed for 3 years and 8 months and prevented from contacting her for a decade. The actor had previously been convicted of 5 offenses against his mother, including assault occasioning actual bodily harm in 2010 and 2020, battery in 2018 and 2020 and criminal damage in 2013. He has also breached a restraining order to see her on 2 previous occasions. Malin had punched her in the head on 2 occasions in June 2020, until she decided enough was enough and called the police. He had also grabbed her hand while she was driving and pulled her thumb back several times, back on August 13, 2017. In a victim impact statement read in court, Malin's mother said, "The assault made me feel vulnerable, it made me worry about who is going to be on my doorstep. Before he was arrested I was always scared of opening my front door, worried it could be him. I'm sad for both of us, it has had an impact on my mental health and I feel scared, lonely and sad every day." As well on appearances in soaps, Malin also had a role in Lock, Stock, in 2000, the TV spin-off from Guy Ritchie's 1998 film Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. He was most recently working as a waiter in a hotel in Chelsea, the court heard. Prosecutor Martin Lewis said, on 1st of March this year Mrs. Malin received a knock on her door. She allowed her son into her home, and initially he was calm. She was lying on her bed in a bit of pain from her long-standing condition, spondylitis. Her son started to accuse her of always lying in bed. During the conversation an ex-partner of Diana was mentioned, someone that the defendant didn't get on with. But he found out that they were speaking again. They then discussed another friend that the defendant disapproved of. The defendant started getting very angry about her making a new friend. Out of nowhere he started punching her several times in the face. He said, "If you don't stop seeing them, I'll kill you." It was a sustained attack. Mrs. Malin received a bruise to her eye socket and to her knee. Charles Burton, defending, said there had been issues between Malin and his mother dating back to childhood. He said, he has a deep love and affection for his mother which unfortunately has been affected by these very deep-rooted issues. He believes he has now learned to let go of these issues. He has led within his field of film, acting and the creative profession and lived a full and industrious life. This was not gratuitous violence towards his mother, there are factors beyond his control, triggers that cause him to behave in a certain way. It is inconceivable that he would set out to visit mother with intent to harm her. He would want nothing more in the world than at some point to reconcile himself with his mother who he loves. Judge Simon Mayo told Malin, "The victim was your elderly mother, but this is not the first time you have used violence against her, nor the first time you had breached a restraining order that tried to protect her. You went to her home while she was in bed, and when you went into her room you struck her multiple times. She was 71 years of age and suffering with serious health issues which confined her to bed for long periods of time. I find it difficult to have a high degree of confidence that things will change. Addressing the distraught Mrs. Mallon, he said, "I hope you understand why a lengthy prison sentence was appropriate. I know that will give rise to conflicting emotions within you as his mother. I have made a restraining order today, to last for 10 years, which is designed to mean you are not at risk of being assaulted again." Mallon admitted assault occasioning actual bodily harm and breach of the restraining order and was sentenced to 3 years and 8 months imprisonment. Mallon was also made subject of a 10-year restraining order, preventing him from contacting his mother directly or indirectly.